Hey there, Scorpio. It's your girl Kelly coming at you straight out of Boston for the Queen Bee Tarot. I am here for your mid-monthly. Wondering how y'all are doing this month. So I know that there's a lot changing and going on, and instinctively and intuitively, back up please, thank you. Instinctively and intuitively, it tells me that you're very on edge, Scorpio. This energy, this planetary energy that's coming through, you're very on edge. It's almost like you don't even have to be instigated for you to pop off like that. Something's keeping you on edge. This planetary energy and movement is keeping you feeling like you just want to jump at the first person who maybe slightly kind of looked at you the wrong way right now. It's the energy that you're feeling. It could be something that you just went through. Could be something that you just went through. Some of you, I get, you went through some stuff with some family members, a lot of drama. Related to paper. Okay, so maybe there's some of you dealing with issues of, I get possession, like issues of possessions. Almost like a will, like someone passed away, and you're getting arguments over issues with possessions. And it's causing separation between the family. And it's sad because often you see this. You see that people start tearing each other apart just to get a ring. People start tearing each other apart just to get a piece of the pie. I've seen it happen time and time again, and it really just makes me wonder, like, how important are we in this life if we don't own material goods? We don't mean anything to anyone unless we're material, or unless we can give them something even when we die. Good to know. This is the society we live in today. But that's like what I'm seeing is family arguments, and that's what I'm getting, like people that were once close, like went out and had like girls or guys night or family night, that's now breaking apart. It's like a who do you trust situation. It's like a game of Clue. Is what it's showing me, is just like a big game of Clue. It's just like you feel like you can't trust anybody. Trust. Some of you may be about to come into a trust. I don't know why that word is repeating in my head, but maybe some of you are about to come into some trust money. And my advice to you on that would be to make sure that you've invested some of it. Do not go into it and start spending like a lunatic. That's how people end up back in the streets again. They buy all of these things, and then, you know, without a steady millionaire income, that money disappears really fast. So if you're about to come into a trust, maybe a trust from the will, I don't know, then you need to carefully plan and put some of that away, because I see money just disappearing. It's like a pile of gold just disappearing little by little, and then suddenly it's gone, and you're standing there wondering, what do I do? Or some of you lottery winners, or winning something. Make sure some of it is invested. That's all I'm getting. I have no idea. I just tell you what these nuts tell me, and they drive me crazy, so they wake me up when they want me to tell some random message on here, and half the time I'm still asleep in my pajamas, like, trying to talk to you guys. Be glad I have coffee. Oh, so your overall energy is that of Queen of the Swords. Ooh. In reverse. With the Lovers. The card of Gemini in reverse. So you Geminis, okay, so that's the bottom of your deck. Just know that. The Queen of Swords in the reverse, first to flip out. So, it tells me you're really not in the mood. Yeah, you're really not in the mood. You guys are brawling it out. Excuse me. I drank some coffee earlier and it went down the wrong way. It's like I can feel it still in my lungs. It's weird. I keep trying to cough it up and it's just not working. Okay. Okay, Sagittarius, there's some devastation over whatever it is you have going on here. There's some real devastation. Come on. What do we have going on for Scorpio? August of 2018. Well, we're going to start there because that's the first one. Here. Jeez. Okay, so Scorpio. Ooh, you going through it too. Y'all are feisty today. You feeling it. Scorpio. There's a lot of royalty in this deck. And most of them ended up somehow in this spread. You got the Queen of Wands, the King of Wands in reverse, the Queen of Wands in reverse, the Knight of Cups upright, the Page of Pentacles reverse, the Page of Wands upright. This is a hot mess. What are y'all doing? Whew. But okay. Let me try and make some sense out of this, because it looks like we got two people here we need to deal with. I feel like these are two separate entities. We've got the Queen of Swords in reverse. And we've got the King of Wands in reverse. Now, these are two particularly nasty people. This generally represents a fire sign. Or somebody pulling in that fire sign energy. I really wish my phone would stop. It never stops. And then we've got the Queen of Wands in reverse. Now, these two energies together, I get them as separate people right now. And they're causing devastation. I feel like these are the two main troublemakers. Like, they're the instigators of the situation. This is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This is Aries, Leo, Sag. And I feel like they're two of the main instigators, like two of the ones that are being the most aggressive and devastating in this situation. Like, there's almost trickery and stealing and taking things that don't belong to them. Things that meant a lot, and it's caused some devastation. They're taking things I get that don't belong to them. And they're two different entities. It's almost like an aunt and an uncle, or like a brother and sister, or I hate seeing stuff like this. I really do. Money changes people for the worst. And it's weird because the way that this is sitting, this is the Five of Swords. This is my, like, take you for everything card. This is the card where this person, they're very smug and they take you for anything, and there's you in the background just silently walking away because it's a no-win battle with this person. They'll always be who they are, and you know that. But right below all of that going on, I had like the happy family card looking up at all of the chaos, and just knowing for some of you that it's not a winning battle. I don't know why I'm picking this up so strongly right now, but I am. It's not a winning battle. It's not a battle you're going to win. We've got an action here to show you that any action you do take in it is going to result in this, because the situation, the ball is rolling. It's already happening. You can only do so much with what you've been given. And that's the message that I'm getting to tell you. So any action you really take toward it, family members turning on each other, is never pretty. Oh yeah, and you have the Page of Swords. Let's not forget that. So we've got somebody here trying to kind of schmooze you. Problem with that is that this person here has multiple choices, and there's two messengers here letting you know. This person may be coming in the upright and look great, but this is what they're kind of dragging behind them that you don't see. All the choices, they don't particularly have a leg to stand on, stability-wise. And they're nasty, too. They're a nasty person. Very nasty. So this is kind of their facade, what they're hiding behind them. And it's almost like you see right through it. And I'm not sure if this is a love interest. I mean, this whole spread is very weird, Scorpio. Maybe this is somebody you were interested in, friends with benefits or something like that. I don't know. This is a very weird, because the top half tells me about whatever's going on with this family energy that I'm picking up. Something tragic is going on in a whole bunch of families, and it may not just be somebody passing away, but it just looks like I'm getting a plethora of energies like coming at me. There's so many family problems here that like I could talk all day, and I'm not going to do that. So and then the bottom half is a bit weird, and it kind of talks about this and watching out for somebody in the middle of all that, kind of dragging this behind them, but showing up like this. So I don't know if someone in your family trying to schmooze you into doing something or giving them something, or if that's a love interest. I mean, that is just the weirdest damn card to have in the middle of this reading. This reading is clearly about something else. Then we've got the Eight of Wands, and it's saying all communication with you and your family members, or whoever this is that you're having like ultimate war with, has stopped. All communication has stopped. And I feel like it's headed in a paper direction, like a court direction or something. Everybody's being asked to go inside themselves and really think about the situation that's going on here, because their view is skewed on it. You know, they need a new viewpoint of everything that's going on. This is some sort of huge tragedy or loss or something like that. And it's being lost and forgotten in the middle of gimme, 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 or something like that. I don't know what this tragedy was, but that's what it feels like. A big mass of you are going through some family stuff. And then we've got the institution card here. So maybe some of you that are religious, I feel like some of you lost someone and you stopped going. I'm not religious. I'm not affiliating myself with any religion or anything like that. But for those who are religious, you could have stopped going. You could have lost your faith. And it's up to you whether or not you want to return or go to the spiritual path. But it looks like some of you lost your faith over this entire situation and some of the things you've seen people doing and behaving like. We've got the Hermit reversed here, which is the card of Virgo, but it's telling me, and Virgo is a hard worker, it's telling me that you're putting in the work necessary. You're putting in the work necessary for those of you who asked. There's somebody, or a few of you who asked if this person is right for you. You're putting in the work necessary for this person, and it looks like we've got another fire sign here. It looks like an Aries, Leo, or Sag woman. Who knows? There's a lot of swords and everything in this. So, the question is, are they right for you? Will they put in the work for you? And it looks like this person is turning down other options, is putting away these other options as they start to get closer to you. You know, they're starting to drop off those other options and trust you. So it looks like whoever asked that question, this person will put the work in. But they need to be shown to drop these other options so that they will go inside and put in that work. Because without being shown, they're not going to come closer and trust you. Fire is a fickle sign with trust. Until you give them a reason to come out and outright trust you, you have a certain level of trust, and that's it. So, for those of you asking that question, there's your answer. Those of you going through it, though, man, that's some family situation. Whew. It's saying to put down the burden. That's the bottom of your deck right now. Step away from it. So I'm going to flip here and see if we can get... Yeah, you're all just fighting over material stuff. Or something's going on there. It's like an all-in-out brawl. It reminds me of that video that I saw on Facebook a long time ago of like the family fight, and grandma's even in it. They're all punching each other in the face, and I'm like, is this even serious right now? Like, people come karate kicking other people. It's just crazy video. Hilarious, but crazy. Because, I mean, who gets to the point where they actually do that, and they have a huge family fight? Like, physical. At least this old. And then you get someone punches grandma in the face, and I'm like, whoa, like, y'all need to chill out on that. There'll be none of that hitting elders. Just, What do we have for Scorpio? Okay. Scorpio, August. Mid-monthly 2018. What do we have for Scorpio? Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Scorpio, please, mid-monthly. What do we have? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What do we got? Come on, guys. Okay. So far, it looks like we have you starting a new journey. Some of you are starting a new journey. You're taking action on a new journey. I think that maybe it's related to work. I see kind of like a boss figure here. Stern, kind of strict, but it does show a good, whether it's a promotion or whatever, it does show a good outcome with the Ten of Pentacles. But it's telling me, like, to be wary of signing anything. And I have the Knight of Wands here and the Page of Swords in reverse. So be wary of the fine print. It could be definitely a beneficial thing for you, but be wary of the fine print, Scorpio. Make sure that you're paying attention to the little things. As always in this life, something is attached. What do we got for Scorpio mid-monthly? Come on, guys. Seriously? Ooh, Scorpio. Looks like you just might have a soulmate coming in. And when I say soulmate, I explain it in a completely different way. Unless I see otherwise, then they're not divine. No, it says that you need to go on a new mental journey and drop a lot of your bad habits, a lot of your ways of thinking, and things like that before they will give you a divine. Most of you, collective. If it doesn't apply, it doesn't apply. If you're with your divine, then you're good. But right here, it's saying you need to go on a mental journey and learn how to let go of bad behaviors. We've got the Emperor. There's not much water in here for you, Sag. I'll say that. Sag. Scorpio. Every time I do that, something happens. No lie. You already know. I wonder if I've done it a few times. Wonder how many times I've done it. Can somebody tell me? Was it just that one time? Usually when I do that, anyone around me knows that something will come of that later. There's clearly a Sag I'll meet very soon. That will be very beneficial in my life. It's usually what happens is I'll blurt stuff out, and then it just happens. So, it looks to me, Scorpio, like you really want to take action on either a project or a new job, but it is warning you of that fine print. It is letting you know of that fine print. It's showing me a new journey here with the Virgo card. It's showing me a new journey in action. So you're taking action here. And there's a third party situation, but it's reversed. And it's showing me kind of like a boss figure here. So it's like they're offering this to you, but there's always that something attached to it. There's something attached to it. And that's why I'm seeing this as a third party, because an agreement made between an employee and boss should be employee and boss. But for some reason, I'm seeing that there's some sort of attachment to it. There's something in the small print or some part of the promotion that you don't like, but the promotion doesn't come without it. You may have to train somebody or somebody you don't like. I don't know. But there's some part of the promotion coming with it that you really don't like. You've got two messengers here. But then it's telling you, okay, you're going to have to grin and bear it, because right now you're looking at a really prosperous situation. And at the end of that, we've got a soulmate card. So you may be going through something right now as well that's telling you, don't make a move because this is what's coming for you. Don't move on something else. It could be not to move on that, because this is what's waiting for you. Or it could be, if you're putting up and tolerating with something, that's going to bring about the financial gain, the end of your journey. And it's also going to bring about, it's going to put you in a position to meet a soulmate. I don't see any divine cards, so it will be probably a soulmate who will teach you lessons. I can't say whether or not they'll be around for a long time, a little time. Every soulmate is different, and every karmic lesson is different. But it shows me here that you need to go on a new mental journey before they'll give you, and put this down before they'll allow you to hit Emperor stance. You need to go on an epic journey and find yourself first. You need to go into your mind and start thinking mentally clearly a different way. You need to put down these burdens before they'll give you somebody divine like the Emperor or Empress. It's showing you need to walk away from all this falsity. And in this, I kind of get the feeling that you need to believe in something you haven't believed in before, some of you. That it's there for you. But maybe some of you are all science. Look into the scientific parts of spirituality. That's all I can say. The only thing standing between you and your new journeys right now is you. You've got two new journeys, and you've got a messenger in the reverse to say, hey, the only thing standing between this journey right now is you. You got two journey cards here right near each other. So come on, Scorpio. You got journeys to make, and you're going to go on them whether you like it or not, so you might as well make them fun, right? Hey, you're stuck with them. But I see somebody coming in for you. I see somebody coming in for you. That's odd. That is very odd. So it's okay for the men. The Queen of Pentacles is coming in the upright. And for the women, the King of Pentacles is coming in the negative. This is a whole nother read. Oh my gosh. They gotta be kidding me. Okay, guys, I'm not doing that whole other read. I have a bunch of mid-monthlies to get through before I go in the hospital. But for the guys, just know that this person is coming towards you for the good. And for the girls, this person, not so good. And it kind of looks a little something like this. Or it could be that you balance them perfectly. Alright, guys, let's grab a couple angel cards, because this card is, this card, whew, the energy is just so heavy right now. This reading has run a bit long, and I still have a whole bunch of mid-monthlies. Let's pull out the Doreen Virtue angel cards, romance angels. By the way, this is the Arcanum Tarot by Renata Lechner, if you like the art. It's my favorite deck. Retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. So it's telling you that it's time to take a step back for whatever situation applies to you. It's a general read. If it doesn't apply to you, take what does and leave the rest. It's telling you to disconnect from the world, from all of the chaos that's going on. Retreat from it for a while, and you'll have a better perspective on it. What do we have from Scorpio? Mid-monthly, August 2018. Very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So those of you who have to make decisions, can go ahead and make those decisions. Write a pros and cons list. If you're stuck, Ask me for a personal reading. The information is in the box below. Do we have anything else for Scorpio? Anything else for Scorpio? August, mid-monthly, 2018. Hey, Scorpio, we have quite a bit. And that's just a bit too many. Oh, right here is sticking out upside down at the bottom of the deck. Give your relationship a chance. It says to work on your partnership. There was like 9 there, and then I put them away, and there's 1 at the very bottom. So, Scorpio, work on the things that you need to work on, and, you know, if you are in the middle of that family fight over the material stuff, your instincts are right. Just take a step back. Don't get involved. Don't, you know, if things go missing, let the police know. Just, I know it's messy, but for those of you who are dealing with it, you know, just know that any move you make basically makes you the bad person, so you might as well make the move you want to make. This is your girl Kelly here from Boston. I'm out, and I will see you guys after my surgery. If you want to book a reading with me before my surgery, I'm reading up to the night of the 23rd. My surgery is the 24th, so my email is trinity32719@hotmail.com. It's in the box below, and I'll catch y'all later. See ya.